Hi FlossTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Robin and this is my channel, Lady Robins. If you are a returning friend and subscriber, welcome to my channel, welcome back. I'm happy that you're here. And if you've stumbled upon me and you're brand new, I'm happy to have you here also. Welcome, welcome. We are going to talk about my favorite hobby, which is cross stitch. Yep, cross stitch, that's what I talk about, and books, cross stitch and books. It's been a minute. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. That's coming up next week. I just have been running around doing my own thing, you know, doing life, getting ready for holidays. The holidays have come. We've eaten the foods, we've exchanged the gifts, we've done all the festive things, and we still have New Year's activities to do, so that'll be fun. So anyway, welcome. Today is the 26th of December, second day of Christmas, if you count down and do that. I've got a beverage. I have brewed coffee, and I've got it in my Starbucks You Are Here, these old mugs that have been discontinued years ago, and I still love them. Discontinued in the States. You can still get them internationally. So anyway, it's always fun to break out my mugs. All right, grab your beverage, grab your stitching. Let's just chat about cross stitch and have like a year-end wrap-up. I thought that would be super fun to do. And I do have a video of my cross stitch ornament tree. I have a tree that it's pretty much only handmade ornaments. There's a couple of things on there that fit the theme, even though I didn't make them personally. So I will insert that maybe right here. Let me put my cross stitch ornament tree video right here. Hello, welcome to my cross stitch tree. I thought I'd give you a little taste of what's on my tree and show you some of the things I made that I made years ago. And that one somebody bought for me, but that's a JBW design, and that one I know is a Leela Studio. We've got more 12 Days of Christmas stockings, another JBW, the little sleds. We've got a Prairie Schooler down there. That was I actually received in an exchange. Let me go around. I love Christmas. Another Leela Studio. Here's some more of my my stockings. More stockings. There's our 5 golden rings. Little cardinal peeking out at us. There's our ladies dancing. There's hands-on design. More little stockings. And that was, let's see if I can get that one in there. Yeah. That was a gift. And let's see here. What else we got hidden around here? Oh, there you go. There's our 2 French hens. More. Oh, here's 12 drummers drumming. I don't think I've showed you that one yet. That I made for my son. That's a Lola Crow, I believe. There's another JBW. So anyway, that is my cross stitch tree. I don't know if I showed you this one. There's hands-on design. 7 swans swimming. So anyway, there's a little look at all of the decorations I've done for that one cute little pencil tree. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, all right, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so let's talk about what I have stitched on. I had one fully finished piece. I have been slowly working on this. It is a Jim Shore Mill Hill kit, and I finally got it done. And that was on the cross stitch tree, although I don't think I zoomed in on it, so I thought I should, you know, give it a little time. So here it is, and I just found some double sticky or sticky backed felt. You know, 100 years ago, I think I got it at Joann's. Joann's, may you rest in peace. And then I just used one of those bulb pins and put some baker's twine on the back for my hanger. So that worked out perfectly. Boy, you guys, these things, they take a minute. They just, at least it took me a minute. I wasn't sure that I had anything in the right place. And then when you get the back stitching in, it just comes to life. Suddenly you're like, oh, that's his fingers. Oh, look at the swirls in his beard. It was the back stitching for me was the most gratifying part of doing this little ornament. And my husband, he just loves gnomes. It's so funny. Anyway, when I got it done, he was like, that's my favorite ornament you've ever done. And I'm like, over the 12 Days of Christmas Stocking series? He's like, yep, that's my favorite. So he wanted to know if there were more. And I actually had bought a second one by Jim Shore. I don't know if there's more in the Christmas Gnome series or not. I'll have to search. But anyway, I showed him this one, and he's like, you're starting that one right now, and you'll have it done, you know, by Christmas, because I think I finished this like the 11th or the 12th or something. And I'm like, no. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. It will be done by a Christmas, but not Christmas 2025. So anyway, this is something that I've got to stitch and have done sooner as opposed to later, because my husband's very excited about it. In case you can't tell, I did catch a little bit of a cold, so I'm a little froggy today. I'm a tenor today instead of an alto. But anyway, you know, I'm getting better. I just still don't have a lot of voice. So anyway, hopefully you can still understand me and follow along with the stitching. In terms of stitching since last you saw me, I have kind of turned into just a little bit of a monogamous stitcher. Like, I start working on a piece and I might stitch it for 5 days, which is so not like me. I mean, usually it's like, okay, I just have to put 200 stitches in and then I'm moving on to the next thing in a challenge group. And, you know, I work on a lot of things, but I don't get a lot of big progress because I'm always, you know, jumping from piece to piece. Suddenly, I have been having a really good time just kind of sticking with a project and hanging with it for a while. So I've got 2 pieces I want to show you that I've made fairly significant progress on. So my project bag is over here. Let me grab it. So the first one that I made some good progress on was Hyperoreia. And, oh, needle. Hold on. Let me pick that up before I step on it. There we go. Okay. So Hyperoreia is an owl forest kit that I bought years ago, and I want this done by the end of 2026. So let me show you. There's the box, and you can see, and I've completely finished the middle section, and I'm working on this side with the bobcat. So let me show you. And I bought the kit, so it came with all the floss and the fabric. And this is a 32 count fabric. So here is where I'm at. I'll just hold it over my face. And then what I've done since picking it up, when I picked it up, I had the bobcat done, and I had this stuff done, and then I was working on these flowers up here. So I've got all of those completed, this side motif done, that, I mean, all of this since last I showed it to you. So I got big progress on Hyperoreia, and I am really happy with how this is turning out, and that seal couldn't be cuter. So I counted, there's like 6 other motifs, you know, to fill in here into all this blank space, and then I'm jumping over to the side with the polar bear, which I'm very excited to stitch. I think that is going to be so cute to get that guy done. So as you can see, I made significant progress on Hyperoreia, and because there's the little motifs, I think I stitched on it for like 5 or 6 days in a row, and every day I'm like, okay, you need to get, you know, these 2 bits done, or this one big, you know, thing done, or half of it, or whatever I decided, because, you know, I always give myself little stitching challenges. So anyway, I am really thrilled with my progress on Hyperoreia, and I think if I you know, kind of keep giving myself, you know, almost daily goals, I think there's no reason why this can't be a finish in 2026. So there we go. There's Hyperoreia. Let me put this back, because if I don't put it back, it's going to be, you know, parts and pieces all over back here. Do you have that problem? If you don't put it away immediately, it gets lost? I sure do. Okay, the other thing that I've been working on is Winter Woods by Satsuma Street, and this was 2023. It was a stitch along. It was a December stitch along, and I could not keep up with it, but that's okay, because I'm still loving it. I still want to finish it. I still want it up on my wall. So when I picked this up, and I've only been stitching on this for 2 days, I had the top border completed for the next box, and so I'm charging down. Today's goal is to finish the box, the outside box, and then, if at all possible, I'd like to get the interior boxes, so all the boxes will be done. There might be way more stitching than I think it is, but that's my goal, is to finish the boxes today on Winter Woods, and this is just adorable. I wasn't able to get the floss pack. She had a limited number of floss packs, you know, way back in the day, and so I am stitching this in the Cosmos, whatever Cosmos I could find, and I couldn't find all of them, and what I couldn't find, I'm just using the DMC. But the colors on this thing, Jody Rice, I say it every time, she is a master of color. And so this is on 32 count. It's Fiber on a Whim. No, pardon me, I am mistaken. It's a 28 count Lugana, and it's in the colorway Ocean Blue. So anyway, that's my fabric, and I'm just having a really good time stitching on this. And then I can hardly wait. You know that I love foxes, so I can hardly wait to get to that fox. So I stitched on that. The other thing that I did was I attended the Jingle Ball, and I had only 1 day available out of the 3. I was able to attend Friday, and I took the perforated poinsettia class by Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design, and my book is not complete. I mean, I did get the pre-stitching done, and I got I was able to get the you know, the felt in here, and then this will be the pages for the needles. But you're supposed to blanket stitch all the way around it, and so I got this far, so I still need to blanket stitch it, and then sew my white felt in there for the needles, and then there's a ribbon closure, so I still need to do those 3 bits, and then this will be FFO'd, and I'd like to get that done before New Year's Eve. So, you know, cross your fingers for me, because I'm the worst in terms of finishing. Although I say that, and I have some year-end stats for you that I'm kind of proud of. Okay, so that's all the stitching. That's all I've stitched in December, and that's okay. It's been a busy month. I've let all my challenges, you know, go to the wayside, and I'm fine with it. I'm completely, totally, utterly fine with it. But I thought it would be fun to do some year-end stats. So at the start of 2025, so I got my book of days here. I still need to pick up my 2026 book of days. Need to call Acorns and get that in the mail. When I started 2025, I started the year with 15 whips. Okay. Now, what I think is interesting is the end here. I am ending with 12 whips. Yay, only 12. But the thing that I find interesting is when I look down at the whips, there are a number of things that I started the year with and I'm ending the year with. The things that I'm carrying over again is Festive Forest by the Blue Flower, Friendship Blooms, which is a little kind of prim kit that I get through Silver Needle, Gingerbread House by Stacy Nash, Harbor Haven, Hyperoreia, Little Red Schoolhouse Pin Keep. There's no reason for that to still be hanging around. Monster House by Satsuma Street, another sal that I just have not made good progress on. A Peppermint Purple Blackwork sal from, I think, 2021. I mean, really, really old. And then Winter Woods. So all of my big pieces are still hanging on. So my thought process is I can have new starts, but they can't be whoppers in 2026 because I've got whoppers that need to get finished. So I'm thinking it's got to be a medium to small project. It can't be a whopper. I can't start another whopper because these are all whoppers. So anyway, yeah. So besides those, the other whips that I still am bringing over is Coastal Peaks, which I did start this summer. That's actually out at the cabin. That's my cabin stitch. So in case I forget cross stitch, I have cross stitch out there. I've got the Gingerbread House by Stacy Nash, and I've got a Halloween Quaker, and I did start the Seasons by Jeanette Douglas, and that's kind of a whopper. So yeah, no more whoppers, Robin. So those are the 13 that I'm going to carry over into 2026. Now, the other stat that I thought was super interesting is I kept a list of my FOs and my FFOs. So for FOs, I had 13 FOs, which is pretty good because that's like one a month, right? A little over one a month. And then for FFOs, I had, okay, it depends on how you want to count the numbers, right? I had 12 things that I FO'd, but one of them was the 12 days of Christmas stockings, which you just saw in that video, which is 12 pieces. So if I count each one of those as an FFO, then I have 21. I don't know if those really get to be counted individually because it's, you know, it's a whole series, but be that as it may, the stat that I found the most interesting was of things that I finished in 2025 and then FFO'd in 2025, there were 7 that were on both lists. So that means I actually pulled things out of the under the bed box that have been hanging around and got those finished. So that felt really good. And I'm considering doing a video of what's in my under the bed box. And then that will maybe spur me on to clean that thing out in 2026. So anyway, I'm pretty happy about the fact that, you know, I didn't add too much to the under the bed box. So there's my stats. Anyway, I don't know what my goals are for 2026 beyond finishing some of those whoppers. And I don't know how many whoppers I think I should finish in 2026. I mean, all of them is always the right answer, right? Realistically, I don't know that all of them can be done because I want to, you know, I have a number of things that I want to start in 2026. So, you know, subject to change, still thinking it through. But back to the Jingle Ball, I had a really good time. Kathy's class was phenomenal, as I'm sure you all know. So if you ever have the opportunity to take a class, either in person or virtually, her pictures are amazing. She has, you know, 2 cameras, one where she's talking at you, one where she's, you know, doing the thing with, you know, the overhead camera. Plus she's also showing you've got pictures that she's emailed you, you know, in the class instructions. So it's, you know, the whole thing is amazing. But I did a little bit of purchasing at the Jingle Ball. And so, I just thought I'd just, you know, show you what I got. I printed out the cover pages. So from Primrose Cottage, I bought her her snow angel, which is cute. Jeanette Douglas, we all know I love Jeanette Douglas. So I kind of went nuts there. So I bought her Joy ornament. I bought Trim the Tree, which is so cute. I love those pinks. I bought her Believe ornament. And then this one, Happy Christmas. Is there more? Okay, I think that was everything from Jeanette Douglas. Yes. I did buy Winter Moth from the Blue Flower, which is adorable. I did purchase Merry and Bright by Hello from Liz Matthews, and also Comfort and Joy. That little row of sweet houses down there just got me. I couldn't leave that behind. And then from Tiny Modernist, I got her Cardinal Wreath and her Nordic ornaments. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know when I think I'm going to get all these done, but I have them for whenever the mood strikes. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I did get a number of books for Christmas, which was kind of fun because I got 0 cross stitch for Christmas. In years past, I usually get at least a gift card to buy cross stitch, and I think my husband was like, nope. You have enough back there. So it was a bookish Christmas for me, and let me tell you, I am not mad about it. So I thought just in case you need some fun reads, I got Whiskey Business by Adrian Anover, and he was one of the authors at Mystery Fest in Ashland. So I've got this. He's delightful. And then I got 2 books by Kim Griswold, her Murder at Last Chance Cove and Death in the Haunted Wood. Oh, and Kim also is delightful. I wish I lived in Ashland and I live next door to her because she is so cool. I just love her. I also got this, which is a coloring book, but it's got a mystery. And so it's by Rebecca, I think you pronounce it Damos, and Ellie Alexander. Ellie Alexander, we all know, is one of my favorite cozy mystery writers, next to, of course, Adrian and Kim. So I'm definitely looking forward to breaking out my colored pencils and solving the mystery. And then last but not least, I got Simply Sashiko. And I am definitely on board for learning a new needlework skill this year. And so I want to teach myself how to do sashiko. So I've got myself a little book. I've bought a couple little kits. So if you see sashiko on this channel, don't panic. It's cross adjacent. So I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. Okay, so that's what I got for Christmas. And then I always like to tell you what I'm reading. So currently, what I am reading is Parable of the Sower, by Octavia E. Butler. And this is for my band book club at the local bookstore. So I'm reading that. And then my Normandy Park book club, we are reading, this is a hefty read, A Fever in the Heartland. It's the Ku Klux Klan's plan to overtake America and the woman who stopped them by Timothy Egan. And I've read The Big Burn by Timothy Egan, which was totally worth reading. And so I'm only about 3 chapters into this one, but yeah, it drags you in. It doesn't let go. So anyway, that's what I'm currently reading. And yeah, I've got some big book plans ahead of me. So I usually talk about plans. I haven't made any. I don't know what I'm going to do. What I do know is I'm definitely going to continue doing the magazine monthly cross-stitch challenge group. I'm doing that for sure. That might be the only one I'm doing in 2026. Because I found in 2025, I was doing that. I was doing, Jessie Marie does stuff. What is that? Whip Go. And I was doing the Year of Whips. Year of Whips was actually really successful for me, even though I kind of petered out on the Facebook group. But in my head, I had to create an album. And I had to say I'd, complete half of what I put in the album. I did that. I finished 7 pieces for Year of Whips. So I might do that. I might not even make an album. I might just do it on my own because I don't do it for prizes. But it was motivating for me to think, oh, I need to finish these things up. So anyway, that one I might hold on to. I am not going to do Whip Go. And the reason is I just felt like I cheated all year long because I double dipped. So I'd put stuff on the magazine monthly challenge board, and then it's the same thing that was on Whip Go. And so I'm like, well, because I stitched it for here, I've actually stitched it for over there. So I didn't feel like I was true to both challenges, because I'm like, well, if I stitch, the 300 stitches I said I'm going to stitch, that works for both of them. Whereas in my head, you should have a separate goal for each group, right? But I don't have that much time. So I'm just going to be true to 1. And I'm just gonna go with Magazine Monthly Challenge. I love that group, and I love Carolyn, so I'm just gonna go with that one, and I'm just gonna let Whip go for now. So I guess I do have, you know, little teeny itty bitty plans. That's, you know, as close as I can get to plans, especially since I noticed how good it felt to get big progress done on Hyperoreia. I think I'm going to be focused on making sure that I'm maybe stitching on less pieces, but for longer, so I see more progress, because that was really motivating for me. Okay, so that's what I've got. I want to say a couple of thank yous. I received a Christmas card from Sheila Norton. So hi Sheila, thank you for the Christmas card. And I also received a Christmas card from Audrey, who is Stitchy Witch 42. Hi Audrey, thank you for the Christmas card. I really appreciated you guys thinking of me and taking the time, you know, to write a card and, you know, use a stamp and go to the post office and all that stuff. That was really nice. I have fallen off the Christmas card bandwagon for the last 2 years. I just haven't gotten there. So for those of you that that do that, you guys are heroes, because that's a big commitment, and I appreciated getting those. So I hope that you guys have a good New Year's, and that things are going well in your world. And I will see you soon. I do have a slight goal of trying to be a little bit more consistent with my FlossTube filming. I don't know what that looks like. Again, you know, things are just percolating in my brain, and I haven't figured it out. I don't know if it's twice a month, if it's once a month. I don't know yet, but when I know, I'll let you know. All right, you guys, have a great time with your stitching. Stitch happy while you're doing it, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye friends.